Today I'm going to show you how to create these long fringe Christmas earrings in super easy steps. Please stay with me until the end of this video because I will show you some valuable tips and tricks how to make them look in a better shape, nice and tight. Consider subscribing with the bell, liking, sharing and commenting for more absolutely free content, and check my membership that gives you massive value, a lot of video courses and digital patterns for a low price. Check description and the join button. Okay guys, so what I'm using here for this video are 5 colors of 11/0 seed beads: white, green, red, black and silver. I'm also using earring findings. This is Nylbond Nylon Thread. You could use your favorite nylon thread, but for this work it's better to use nylon thread because we're doing fringes. And I'm also using size 11 beading needle, use similar size, and scissors. And I'm going to take 2.4 meters of thread, which is 8 feet of thread, and I will start. Okay guys, and I'm starting my work with 6 black beads. I'm going to slide them down 2 feet down, which is 60 centimeters. Okay, and after I slide those down, I want to go through the first 3, just like that. I arrange them in 2 columns next to each other, 3 by 3. And I want to go in the second column. And also, if you want, you could do an additional reinforcement. So now guys, what we have is this thread that is hanging, that is 6 feet or 1 meter 80 centimeters, and this thread which is 60 centimeters on the top part that we will build the brick stitch top triangular part with. Next step is to take 3 black ones again, and I have 3 columns now with 3 black beads. Now I take 3 silver beads and I go back like that, just as before. Then I go in these 3 beads. Then I take silver, black and silver and I go back and again. In this way I'm creating my toggle. Then I take 3 more and I go back like this. You can always reinforce if you want. Three black beads. And we want to repeat what we have from this side. 3 again. And 3 again. Now guys, I'm going to continue with the brick stitch. If you're not familiar, don't worry because I'll show it in easy steps, beginners friendly. I take 2 red beads and I go here under the second thread bridge. You see these thread bridges that we have here? I go not here under the first but under the second, between the second and the third black columns. Then I go through the bead that is closer to the center of my work and I pull. in this way I have them attached to my work. And what else I need to do is to go one more time through them, because as they go under the second thread bridge, they stretch and they need reinforcing to stay in a better shape. Then I take another bead and I go under the next thread bridge and backwards through the same bead. In this way I attach it as well. Another red one, again single, using the next thread bridge and going backwards. And it will be the same thing until the end of this row. I'm using the thread bridges to add red beads. I repeat one and the same thing until the end. It's super easy and simple. You just take one bead, go under the thread bridge and go back, one bead, go under the thread bridge and go back. Okay, the first row of brick stitch is ready. I hope you're ready with it. If not, you could always rewind, pause and take your time. Okay, now I take 2 beads to start the next row. Each row I start with 2 beads and I go under the second thread bridge. Then I go back. And like this. And I take another. And from now on until the end of this row, I continue with one and the same movement, which is adding 1 bead, going under the thread bridge and backwards through the bead. So it's very repetitive and easy, as you may see. And I go like this. This is my last thread bridge, so this row is also ready. A row with 8 beads, a row with 7 beads. Now it comes another row, but it will be with 6 beads. I take the first 2 together and I go back through the one that is closer to the center, then through the previous one and reinforcing. So this is the same step that repeats all the time. And the other steps are super simple and easy, going under the following thread bridge and going back through the bead. And now we are almost ready with the row that contains 6 red beads. You see how fast the head is going. We again start the same way by going under the second thread bridge, through the bead which is closer to the center and reinforcing the whole thing, and then pulling a little bit to fix it. And I'm going to finish this row, which is with 5 beads, the same way until the end. You can tell me in the comments, do you enjoy the brick stitch? Have you done it before, or you're just starting with it? If you're just starting, how difficult you find it? Is it easy for you to grasp what we're doing here? Okay, now I take 2 beads, and here I'm showing decreasing brick stitch. We always go under the second thread bridge. Why I'm showing decreasing? Well, because the shape decreases. It's a triangular shape that decreases. This is for the hat we are making here. Cute little Christmas hat, reminding of Santa's hat. Okay, this is a row with 4 beads. By the way, maybe you have heard that I have a membership, which is actually like a channel within a channel. It has multiple tutorials, video courses united in 5 tutorials each. Now there are 8 and the 9th one is in progress, which means these are 45 tutorials. This will be 45 tutorials soon. And I also give my members 45 PDF patterns that until Christmas will be 50. These perks, by the way, grow all the time. I always add new tutorials each month and new PDF patterns. So if you join, you will have exclusive content, absolutely ads free. Especially done with love for the members. By the way, I wanna thank all of you that are watching, liking, sharing and commenting, and to everyone that's here with me. Okay, now what I need to add is my earring finding. I take 1 silver bead, my earring finding, and 1 silver bead, and I go here through this red bead, and I want to reinforce. Okay, I'm reinforcing here this joint. And the only thing that's left to do, guys, is to find a place to make a knot and cut this thread. So I'm exiting here. You can exit whenever you want, wherever you want. And I make a loop and I go twice through the loop I've made, and I want to go through some beads here. Pull tight to hide the knot. And I'm going to cut this thread as close as possible to my work. If it shows, I burn it with a zipper. Okay, you see how short this thread is now. Now I will move my needle, guys, on the other longer end to start the fringes. That's why I split it in 2. Okay guys, now I put my needle here on this end and I'm going to start the fringes. I will take here a long sequence of beads and I will be back to tell you what it is, so you will be able to pause and pick up the beads. Okay guys, and I just took my first long sequence of beads. White, green, white, green, white, green, white, 8 green, silver, green, silver, green, silver, green, 8 silver, red, silver, red, silver, red, silver, 10 red. Okay, this is the first long sequence that I want. You can pause and pick it up, and please double check each fringe, otherwise you will have to go back and redo, and it's not a pleasant thing. So always check. Now, the next step. I remove this last bead and I want to go through all the rest backwards, guys. Just like this, I'm going through all of those beads backwards. And I'm pulling from time to time. Yeah, I want to pull it like this. I continue through all of the beads and I'm really careful not to skip any beads, because otherwise I will have to go back and redo. It won't look good at all. That's why I'm pretty cautious here, pretty careful. So yeah, going backwards just like this. And now, dear friends, I'm in a position to pick up the next long sequence for my next fringe. Here you should be careful to have just enough tension not to get everything loose, but don't pull super hard because it won't look good as well. And another thing that you could do is to go back through all of those 3 beads and go back. In this way you won't have gaps here between the main part and the fringe part. Everything will sit nice and tight. Okay, I'm picking up the next long sequence and I'll be back. Okay guys, and this is the next fringe. It is similar to the previous one, just I'm starting with 5 whites instead of 1. But from here on everything is the same. So I start with 5 white plus this sequence that I will have all the time, which consists of green, white, green, white, green, white, 8 green, silver green, silver green, silver green, 8 silver, red, silver, red, silver, red, silver, 10 red. Okay, so it's super easy. I will show you one more time how I'm going through this fringe. Okay, so I'm skipping this first one, I'm not going through it, but I carefully go through all the other beads, all of the others, like that. If it gets loose like this, I just pull it tight. Okay, then I go through some more beads really carefully. Okay, going through all of those. Going through these 3 backwards. As I said, the chance of getting a gap significantly increases. I mean a gap here between the fringes and the top part, if you go through all of the 3 and then backwards through all of the 3 instead of just 1. Okay, it is just tighter and looking better. Okay, then I'll pick up the sequence for my next fringe and I'll be back. Okay guys, and with the next fringe I'm following the same pattern here. I start with 4 more white beads compared to the previous fringe. So here I had 4 and here I have 9 white beads, and from here on it's the familiar sequence, which is green, white, green, white, green, white, 8 green, silver green, silver green, silver green, 8 silver, red, silver, red, silver, red, silver, 10 red. Okay, then I'll go back the same way by skipping this last thread, going like this through these 3 and exiting here and I will pick up the next sequence and I'll be back. And I'm here up to the fourth fringe, which consists of 13 white beads, which are with 4 more than the previous fringe where there were 9. And here I have this familiar sequence, which is green, white, green, white, green, white, 8 green, silver, green, silver, green, silver, green, 8 silver, red, silver, red, silver, red, silver, 10 red. Okay, you see it written on your screens. Pause and pick it up. I'll see you for the next fringe. Okay, and I have my middle longest fringe, which consists of 17 white beads, which are with 4 more compared to the previous fringe, which was with 13. And then the familiar sequence, which is green, white, green, white, green, white, 8 green, silver, green, silver, green, silver, green, 8 silver, red, silver, red, silver, red, silver, and 10 red. As always, you see it written here and you can pause and pick it up. I will come back for the next fringe. Okay guys, and this fringe that I have here mirrors this one. And from now on, all the fringes will be decreasing, mirroring the previous 4. So you will be able to do them even if you just look from the previous ones. But I will show them quickly. So here I have 13 white beads plus the familiar sequence. You see it all written here on your screen. I will come back for the next one. And I'm ready with the next fringe, which starts with 9 white and the familiar sequence and mirrors this fringe. Okay, I'll go back and come for the next. Okay guys, and now we have this fringe that is absolutely the same as the second fringe that we created. It starts with 5 white beads plus the familiar sequence. Pause this video, see the sequence from here or directly from this fringe, and I will be back for the last one. Okay guys, and I just created the last fringe, which is absolutely the same as the first fringe, and it consists of 1 white bead and the familiar sequence, and you see it written on your screens here, so you can pause, pick it up and create the last fringe as well. And the only thing that I need to do now is to make here a knot and cut the rest of the thread. So I'm here between those 2 beads. I have here this loop. I go once or twice through this loop. And then I want to go through some beads. If you want, you can repeat the knot several more times. And then zigzag through some beads and cut it. But I think this is enough. Okay. So I'm cutting mine. Thank you guys for staying here with me until the end. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and you created amazing jewelries together with me. Consider subscribing with the bell if you still haven't for more content like this one. Like, share and comment for more free tutorials, and check the membership option that gives you massive value for a low price. Check description and the join button. See you in the next video.